Well, this is the review of the T10 from Joyor. And to be honest, over the past year, I've had the pleasure of dealing with some really good e-scooters and some e-bikes on the channel. But also, I've been getting bored of quite a lot of the same spec, the same look, the same battery sizes from a lot of manufacturers. And in some cases, I've refused to review them because they just don't interest me anymore. But that has changed with the T10. Thankfully, I've finally gotten another 60 volt scooter to test out. Before we get into the details of this, I want to show you my first impressions, my first ride of this with me doing a speed test. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so I will put the screen recording of the GPS readings there and let's see how accurate it is. It is on dual drive now, non-zero start. We are at about an 80% battery. Headwind today, we have wind of 85, oh sorry, not 85, around 55 kilometers an hour headwind right now. So I'm very curious to see what we can get up to. And it should be, oh, that's more like it. Whoa, 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 okay, totally different compared to single motor. Whoa, here we go, that's more like it. Whoa, 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 T10, 60 volt, 18 amp hour battery, dual 1000 watt motors. Whoa, whoa, my God, Jesus. Oh, okay. 55 kilometers an hour we got up to on the display. Whoa, jeez, you can feel that 60 volt. Whoa, that is a bit bit scary. Okay, let's go again. Whoa, okay, here we go. 50 kilometers an hour on the screen, 55. Whoa, 58, 59, 60. Whoa. Gee. Ooh. We got to 60 kilometers an hour on the screen there. God, the power behind that battery. I can't even look at the GPS readings because I need to concentrate. It's going so fast. Whoa. Oh yeah. I'm running out of road constantly, but we're getting up to that 60, no problem. On the display, whoa. Headwind, 55 kilometer an hour headwind. Scooter still going, 58, 59. 59 we got up to there, whoa. Oh my God, I'm not even sure what we got up to there with the GPS. Oh, this has some severe kick compared to a 48 volt system. Woohoo, look, it just wants to pull. It just wants to go. There ain't no stopping this. This will definitely be fun in an off-road situation. Okay, so I just had a quick look there. The GPS is around 3 kilometers minus what the display says, so which actually ain't too bad at all. I've had scooters that are 10 times worse, so that's actually quite acceptable, to be honest. Oh, let me just take a break for a second. To be honest, that was actually really good fun. Stability, not much of an issue. Handlebar height, I'm 5'8", and these are actually fully extended, so that's where they are when I'm standing on the ground, and obviously they're about here when I'm riding a scooter. If you're around 6'2", 6'3", I think the scooter will be a little bit small in height, but everybody has different comfort levels, to be honest. I'm actually very happy. Oh, 60 volt, love them. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Whoa, we're going 61, I have to stop. Whoa, 61 there. And that's going against that wind. We are going down a small bit of a decline there, but it's actually not too bad. Let's go up an incline. Now we're facing really bad headwind. That's one thing you have to consider. My weight, by the way, all the camera equipment today, I am about 84 kilograms in weight. Outside temperature is about 10 degrees. And that wind is just pushing me. But the scooter, I've had many scooters for review. And normally when you're facing a wind of this, the scooter pulls back quite a good bit. But on this, it's no problem at all. This is the 60 volt scooter that I've wanted for quite a long time to test, that I've missed on the channel. Whoa, yeah. Well, there we go. I mean, you cannot complain about the speed. I cannot complain about the brakes. Stability is absolutely fine. Handlebars very comfortable. Deck quite generous space. Plus, of course, you can put your foot in the back kick plate here. So, you know, even if you want to stretch your legs going on long trips, you'll have no issues at all. Motors are fantastic. Very simplistic design. Yeah, actually zero. Don't have a lot of complaints about it. Tires do a good job, good grip. Yeah, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Now, of course, as you can see there, with the dual motor, you've had no problem at all getting up to that 60 km/h top speed very fast compared to a 52 volt or a 48 volt scooter, because it are also 18 amp hours, which will give you that extended range as well. I'll talk about, I guess, everything in detail at the end of the video on should you buy it or should you not buy it. But if you want speed and if you want power and if you want fast acceleration, this is the scooter to definitely consider. But let's talk about a few other things. The suspension on this is very simplistic design. It has zero noise coming from it. It is spongy. It has an absolutely perfect travel depth as well. And they are adjustable. So if you want them more firm, or if you even want more travel, you can do that. In the front and in the rear, they are the exact same. But out of the box, they are tuned extremely well. It has the standard C-shaped fork here. So from a suspension standpoint, this is excellent. And from an off-road perspective, this is another bonus. Because of course you can really make it rip, packed with that 60 volt battery that will give you that power. Okay, so let's actually see. The scooter's not heavy, to be honest, but I want to see what it's like if we, you know, if you're the person that needs to go up and down curbs quite regularly. So it should be, yeah, I mean, you have the power of the 60 volt battery there. You have decent suspension, and just take a look how light this is. Yeah, you'll have no issues at all on a scooter like this, and that's what you want. And the ground clearance is actually quite good on the scooter, so it's just about right. And of course, you know, it's relatively light compared to some other scooters that I've had. So from that kind of perspective, it's quite good. I mean, and by the way, if you're quite a small person in height, you know, you have that. Just take a look how small it is there. You know, so it'll suit most people that are average height. Yeah, so not a lot of complaints actually about this model. I mean, I like power, I like portability, I like safety. And this scooter has that. And even taking a look, if you can see on camera there, the stem has decent flex, but there ain't no wobble. Not a lot to it. That's just the suspension going back and forth. Of course, you don't want to go crazy with a scooter. You don't want to abuse it, I guess you could say. You just want to have fun, but at the same time, look after what you have. Just taking a look there again. Put my foot on it. So that's the suspension, of course, moving at the front. But not a lot to worry about. Of course, like anything, always check your screws, nuts, bolts as time goes on. But yeah, I think it's actually quite nice to see something like this on the market. And yeah, so let's talk about this in more detail. give my overall conclusion about the T10 and should you buy it or not buy it. Okay, so it started to rain, so I've just taken this inside. This is my studio that I'm working on the past while. But anyway, let's continue. So of course with this model, what you get is, of course, you get these fantastic 10-inch pneumatic tires. Okay, they're not tubeless. A lot of manufacturers are switching to tubeless nowadays, but it's not much of a deal breaker, to be honest. They give good grip and no issues at all out of the box, and they're actually okay quality. I like some things that are done on this scooter, like this attention to detail. You have this kind of nice design here, and the mudguards themselves, there's actually no flexing, no movement at all in them. So for that reason, I do like the overall build quality. And with this scooter, of course, you get my favorite, the Zoom hydraulic brakes with 140mm disc rotors all around. So that is another bonus. I'll put the camera angle at a different position so you can kind of see what it's like from a different perspective. Whoa! Just take a look here for a second. How quick. Whoa, wheel spinning. Literally within a couple of seconds, the scooter just goes. Let's test the brakes. Zoom hydraulic brakes, 140mm disc rotors. What can I do? I don't want to brake too hard, but they do a damn good job. Why I have it indoors now, I'm going to show you also the lights and the display. Now this scooter does have indicators in the front and in the rear. So here's them here, and they're not too bad. I mean, okay, I wish they could be a bit more bright, but it is what it is. Same indicators here at the front. And just to point out, the deck space on this is very good. Easy to clean, nice and wide. You also have a back kick plate here with, again, a nice cool design here. Rock hard at the back there, so no movement obviously. And again, you have that 1000 watt motor there. So very nice. So the display itself is actually quite simple. It's I've seen this on a few scooters, and it's of course very easy to understand. You basically have your gear on top, and then if you want the max speed, you go up to gear 3. I've done a short video showing you how to unlock the speed fully on this scooter. So if you want to see that, just go to the shorts area on the channel. And of course you have your battery here. You have the time the scooter has been on. If you want as well, you can change the P settings to have this on 0 start. It's entirely up to yourself. And of course, if you want dual drive, you simply press the menu button here, and then it will go on to dual drive, non-dual drive, wherever you want. For off-roading, of course, put that onto dual drive and get that 60 volt battery working for you. I'm definitely going to see if I can take this in a off-road area and see what it's like. To be honest, I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of fun. The switches as well, I would like to point out, are actually very nice. I do like this design. It's different. It's not the typical design you would see. So again, that's a bonus. You have a horn, by the way, on this, which is extremely loud. You also have walk mode here. Of course, you get a backlight, and of course you get a front light. Okay, the sun is back out. The weather is just nuts right now. But there is a few things I want to point out. If you are around 6'2", 6'3", in my opinion, this scooter is going to be a little bit too low for you. The handlebars are height extendable, but as you saw in the video, they are just about okay for my height. I say if you're 6 foot, you should be actually fine. Everybody has different comfort levels, and if you're quite small in height, you again would not have a problem because the handlebars clapped very low. I'll give you a quick look at that. So they're actually fully extended right now, and if I stand on the scooter, the highest point of the handlebars is actually at the middle of my chest, and if you put it to the lowest point, of course, I mean they're actually around my waist area. So just consider that if you're very, very tall. And of course, durability wise, stem pretty rock solid. Of course, just keep an eye on things if you ride aggressively on something like this. Of course, I'll point this out one more time just for the review sake. So on the previous folder mechanisms that have the kind of same design, they generally don't have a good locking point to kind of lock this in. So that's pretty sturdy there. So it has this safety catch now. So if you want to fold the scooter, you have to pop out that safety pin, and then you can basically fold the scooter like this, and that's it. And then you just pop it back up, wait for the click, and then put your pin in there. So I'm actually quite happy, not really too much concerned about that. And of course as well, your charging port is here. And by the way, stop and power is excellent, of course, on this. They are dialed perfect out of the box. They were bled correctly when it was being manufactured. So yeah, brakes wise very good, tires very good, safety aspect quite good on the T10. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through what it says on the website just to remind you and give my opinion, and then talk about the price, and then should you buy it or not buy it. Just for reference, the official link for this is in the description, and there is a discount code there that I did manage to get for a limited time only from Joyor, so you just need to keep that in mind. I always try and keep the discount codes for as active as long as possible. I don't have a lot of control over that area, but again, I always try and keep them updated. So let's talk about the spec. You have dual motors, 1000 in the front, in the rear. Hill climbing, not a problem. Off-roading, not a problem. Tires are very good for that. 60 volts, especially for an off-road area. You have plenty of power there to get up hills, to kind of have fun with the scooter. So from a power perspective and a torque perspective, you won't have any issues. The battery itself is a 60 volt 18 amp hour battery with a basic max range of up to 75 kilometers. That max range, of course, would be single motor, driving on the slowest speed possible, and you weighing around 70 kilograms in a perfect condition, to be honest. So in reality, with my weight, if I was going flat out with a 60 volt 18 amp hour battery on dual motor and completely trashing the scooter, start, stop, going up a few hills here and there, I'd probably get around 30 to 40 kilometer max distance. But in reality, are you going to be going flat out on this constantly? Probably not. You know, you're just not. It's just not realistic. Most people would use this from commuting, going from A to B. And even in an off-road area, you would have so much range to play around with. So it kind of ticks the box from a range perspective. Top speed as well, as you saw, is 60 kilometers plus if you're going downhill. On some scooters, if you're going downhill, the scooter actually restricts and pulls back to the maximum speed possible. But on this scooter, if you're going downhill, I got over the 60 kilometer hour top speed. I got around 62, 63 before it kind of leveled off on the ground. So again, that speed is ridiculous on an electric scooter. I think for me personally, 35 to 45 kilometer hour max speed would be the sweet spot. But let's talk about the price. Now, it's on sale at the moment, and without my discount code, it's 680 euros. Think about that. About 4 years ago, a scooter of this spec would easily cost you up to 2,000 euros. Of course, things have changed, technology has changed, competition has gotten more fierce. But for 678 euro, you're getting power, durability, speed, good tires, good braking, adjustable height, simple LCD display. You have a thumb throttle there, you have the indicators, a nice quietly built scooter that you can take off-road as well. It pretty much ticks all the boxes if you want power, but if you're on a budget. And of course, if you use the discount code as well, you will save a little bit more. But to be honest, it's a fantastic scooter, and it's definitely one, I wouldn't even say consider it. I'd say if you want the 60 volt, just get this and just be done with it altogether. If you have enjoyed this video, give it a like. Questions, comments, please put them below, and I'll talk to you in the next video.